Today we're leaving Isla behind to go to one of Scotland's wildest islands. We're at Port Askeig, where we arrived on Isla, to leave to Jura, which is only a few minute ferry trip. The ferry looks very different to the last ferry we took. So let's see how this goes. Passengers cannot use the Jura Ferry while flammable or hazardous goods are being transported. I wonder how often that happens.
Just reverse on, perfect.
Were you stressed?
I will leave it.
Oh my goodness, they're actually going to manage to squeeze all four of us on it? Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect. This reminds me of that ferry we got, what was it, Seal to Ling?
To Ling, yeah.
Look, to Ling, sorry. It's the same kind of size, except that had like a turntable thing.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. You had to like go sideways, drive on sideways.
Yeah, drive on sideways, yeah. All right.
Tickets.
Aye, we got some tickets there.
Excuse me, waiting on this all.
Is that all right? Perfect. Cheers for that.
This is a ferry where you can get the tickets when you're on the ferry. We paid return £28 return. That is including the van. But as you see, okay, there are some lengthy vehicles here. It's only for, maybe they could have squeezed in another fifth one. Anyway, this is not a CalMac ferry. It's, you book it through the Argyll and Bute Council, and it says on the ferry timetable that which ferries from and to Jura align with those from Port Askeig to the mainland. And a couple of minutes later, that's us there. We're off to Craighouse, which is the main village. The reason why Jura is thought to be Scotland's wildest island is because there's 6,000, approximately 6,000 deer on the island. Meanwhile, there are just under 200 people living here. Deer.
Alright.
Already seen 3.
I was skeptical if we would actually see any.
I know.
But then, yeah. Oh, what the hell? Look over there. There's hundreds over on the hill. Wow, more over there as well.
Oh my goodness.
It's like...
Not only do less than 200 people live here, but Jura is also quite a big island. It's pretty long, and you'll see on the map. So from here to Lussa, it's 25 miles. Just parked at the shore in Craighouse, which is the main village on Jura. It's only 8 a.m. Aye, nothing has opened yet. Coffee?
Yeah, make a call there.
Coffee with a view. And I'm not speaking about the person in front of me. Today's POA is to check out Craighouse, see what's going on here, buy a couple of local foods. Especially, I want to find some venison for Ian. And if we don't find it here, where would we find it? So yeah, that's on today's agenda. Plus, want to do the Holy Trinity. I've been calling it the Holy Trinity. I don't even know if it's called like that. So on the island, there is a whiskey distillery, rum distillery, and gin distillery. Later this afternoon, we'll be doing a gin tour.
At least the rum. Oh, I taste.
Yeah, don't worry. You will.
I mean, not taste it like, I mean, a miniature.
Well, the plan is that to have a wee tasting in the evening. Let's make most of the day and go for a walk. The Riley Smith family owned the Ardfin Jura House estate for 71 years, and during that time they instigated and helped fund many projects which form the core of Jura life today. it does seem like Ian and I came for the rush hour because I'd seen so many cars, so I had to stop so many spots at the passing places. There is also only one road here on Jura, so all the traffic obviously has to cross here. But there is actually, I've read that there is a bus. When we drove from the ferry terminal to Craighouse, we saw coming towards us a school bus. So there's no secondary school here, but I believe there is a primary school. I'm just going to walk as long as I can be bothered and then just walk back to the van. It is just after 9 a.m. now. The community shop does open at 9, but because I believe they sell the Jura rum, I'll go there after 10, because in Scotland you can't buy alcohol before 10 a.m. or after 10 p.m. in supermarkets.
Where are you going? No.
No, thank you. I'm just walking along, thank you.
Okay, take care.
Thanks, you too. Just met this lovely couple. Everyone is just so friendly in Scotland, but I feel especially on those wee islands, everyone says hello, and they asked me if they can drive me anywhere closer to where I want to go to. I said, no, don't worry, I'm just walking along. And also they were saying that, well, basically the wind is going to pick up and maybe also the rain like at 2 or 3ish. So it's good that we're making most of this beautiful morning. So you can see there are only a few houses here now, and we've basically left Craighouse. I'll probably just head back to the van slowly but surely, because this is exactly the same road that we'll be driving to Lussa for the gin tour. Back in Craighouse, let's go to the community shop. We got a couple of things. We're quite chuffed about it, and I'll show you later. But we're now off to the distillery. You too. Got the goods. But you can get shop tastings until 3:30. But the thing is, I don't want to do it without Ian. I really don't. It's not that fun. The distillery is to the right here, and then to the left we've got the Jura Hotel. And they've got all the benches there. Oh, how lovely. They've also got a pub and a restaurant over there in the hotel. I'm buzzing. Oh, I absolutely am. I think this time Ian will be excited for tea.
Spending money.
Yeah, but most of it is from me. You already know. So, we're having a burger. Not potential. What are you talking potential?
Depending if we get it or not.
Well, look. We've been shopping. So. Oh, if you didn't know, Ian's thing is like baking sourdough loaf, so don't feel offended that I gossip.
I won't be. I don't think I can cook. Bake a loaf in the van. Oh yeah, it's massive.
I couldn't film too much in there. I didn't want to, but they had so many nice things. He said, "Oh, you again?" I had seen him already 3 times when I was walking.
Right.
He was walking like, honestly, I've said it before, I know, but they're absolutely lovely here on the island. Every single one. He did offer to heat this up. He said it's from yesterday though, and it said on the thing it's from yesterday.
So did you get it cheaper?
I think it is a bit cheaper, yeah. A cinnamon bun. I said I need to have it. And then we got a Oreo brownie. Then wild venison, right? Burgers. 2 burgers. 2 burgers, £4. Obviously, we'll do a taste test later.
Is that a miniature?
That was the smallest thing that they had.
How much
Yeah,
was that?
17 quid. Right, let's go back outside and check out the other side of Craighouse, basically where we drove into, because if it's going to start raining in start the wind picking up in 2 hours, might as well be outside as much as we can. Just opposite of the shop here is the community hall. So we're over there and we're looking onto, that must be Goat Island. Feral goats can often be seen grazing on the island. Over there. Oh. And we're in the Ardfin estate. Right up north is the Barn Hill estate. We won't be going up right to Barn Hill, but keep that in mind, because George Orwell stayed in a house in Barn Hill, or Barn Hill House, and wrote 1984. I didn't realise the rum distillery is here. I'm a bit annoyed because if I had realised that the rum distillery is there, or the rum shop is there, we would have got it like directly at the rum shop. Somehow thought that it wasn't clear if it was open or not, and because I didn't realise that there was actually some shops here that we hadn't seen yet, I thought, oh, okay, maybe it just doesn't exist anymore and you could just get it at the community shop. We're back on the main road and I decided just to walk out a little bit out of Craighouse the other way to make most of the weather. Pretty cool that they give you an update on the ferry service as well before you leave Craighouse. Left Craighouse again. I think it was 20 miles per hour. Now it's 60. Who on earth drives 60 on a single track road? So my initial plan was to maybe walk to the bit where that walk to the loch starts. However, you can see there are quite a few lorries coming. A ferry has just arrived, and you'll see here there are no real spots where you can just walk to the side. Over here it's too boggy. I'll just head back. Haven't seen any deer. I'll see you when we're back in the van and off to the gin tour. Off to Lussa.
Is this it here, do you think?
Well, this is the church.
Wait.
We didn't get very far. The woman at the rum distillery, she said that at the church there is a wee exhibition where you can go to, and that shows old photos of Jura. And it's divided by the different areas.
Mm-hmm.
Got different weddings. We would have never realised that this is here.
No, I know. I would never have known unless till that one was said.
That's what I love about these islands, that you can just go to these places and you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it is a big island, like when you think about it.
How long did it take to get to Craighouse? You know?
About 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
20
but
minutes,
I mean,
20 minutes.
it's not like you arrive on Jura and then you're in the main village.
Yeah, that tends to be the case in a lot of places. Like Arran, that's the case.
So I have no clue where I need to go. Oh, well, it's just straight ahead. Hiya. That was absolutely brilliant. It really was. I was there for an hour. It was only me, so I felt like I had to ask more or less clever questions. Well, or at least ask questions. Normally I'm just sitting in those tours being silent. But it was fantastic. It really was. And now our designated driver is taking us to the park up. I paid £10 for the tour and got three gins. But you can also buy, of course, like anything from the range. And they're just so approachable, and it was just really nice. Yeah, so can highly recommend. Oof, we're not the only ones. Parked at Corrin Sands. It's a bit further out from Craighouse. It's basically between Craighouse and where we've just come from, and we'll give you a teeny tour of the place. It's pretty popular, apparently. Yeah. Right, let's go. This is Corrin Sands. Yeah, the water's so nice and blue. Let's put the light on. A wee taste test. That's what we're here for, right? Right. Let's try the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
Ian is just looking at the other thing. And
So there's a big Mercedes. It's like a Unimog, and it looks quite nice.
Yeah.
I'm wishing that we were in something like that right now. Not that this is bad. It's just
different.
could be better.
We've got a 12-year-old Jura whiskey.
It doesn't smell as strongly peated as we had yesterday. Here. That's a nice whiskey. It doesn't taste peated at all. Like it's not.
That's nice.
Yeah, I like that. We're gonna have the Lussa Gin yet, which Joanna is very familiar with. I don't know I'm not as eloquent enough. Like I can't say something eloquently enough that is people who do it as for a living, but it does taste florally. This is the one I'm most looking forward to. If you're a follower of the channel, you'll probably know that rum, I've said a few times that rum's my favourite drink, and specifically spice rum, and there's very few Scottish rums that I've found that have that kind of nice flavour that I'm looking for. It's really nice and sweet, and it feels heavy.
It's nice.
Do you know what I mean? It feels like, you know, when you have it it feels like it's coating your mouth.
It's dead smooth.
Yeah.
Excited. Okay, what about making your burgers first? Right, taste test. Ian has. Do you want to show it?
So I've got a bit of cheese there, just ignore that. But that's two of the burgers, one in an actual a bit of the bread that Joanna got picked up today. So I'll try it.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm just going to take a bite, excuse it. Nice and pink in the middle.
Should have you done it longer? Yeah.
No, it'll be fine. It's nice.
It's not cooked to death.
No, it's really nice. It's the thing that I've noticed, like with good quality venison, is that it doesn't have that really strong, like gamey taste. I don't know. It's just the way I explain it. It tastes nice.
Okay.
Nice and lean.
I've got a wee cheese toasty with the bread that we got, and eggs that we still had. And I've already tried the bread. It's absolutely delicious. Before you get too hungry as well from watching us eating, thank you so much for joining us on our wee trip to Jura.
We highly recommend it.
Highly recommend it. Come here. You need to experience it yourself.
Yeah. And if you're enjoying these type of videos, why not hit the subscribe button and the like, because we'd really appreciate it. And if you're watching on a mobile device, could you hype the video? Because that would really help us out. Really appreciate it, and thanks for watching.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.